Guys, ran into a couple more problems on the car, so I thought I'd just show you what they are. So to get this sucker on was a little bit of a pain in the butt. First off, you have to take the idler arm bracket off to like slip the old one off and push this on. It's a piece of cake. You'll figure that out pretty fast. But this one, you'll see at the bottom, I can focus it, there's an Allen key hole. And what happens when you start tightening this, the whole thing, this whole thing turns. So what you need to do is you need to get an Allen key. I'll show you this one. Just like this, a longer one. And you have to stick it in there. And you have to bash the shit out of it with a 5-pound hammer so it doesn't really want to come out. Because it just barely goes in with your finger because there's a little bit of an angle here. So you have to bash it about 10 times with a hammer. Then you get a pair of vice grips to hold on to the end of this. And with your right hand, you need to hold on to the vice grips while your left hand turns this nut. I think it's 21 millimeter. Oh no, actually it's a little bit bigger. It's like 23 or something. But it's going to take you a little while because that Allen key really wants to slip out. It slipped out on me 2 or 3 times, and you got to bash it back into the hammer while you tighten this. And I went ahead and put blue Loctite on this. That's that blue you see, just so it wouldn't come off. So that's the problem I ran into here. It wasn't that big of a deal. The harder thing that I've run into is this guy. Apparently, after the fact, I wanted to see if I was doing anything wrong. People are having problems with this MOOG Pitman arm. There's too much of a gap here. So a lot of people just use the stock AC Delco arm, or there's 1 or 2 other brands. But I already have this. I already have the car in pieces. I already have it all the way on there. I'm just going to keep it the way it is. Basically, you know, this is 32 millimeter. You have to basically put your back into this thing. It fits on about halfway, and then you're just like cranking on it hard. The best thing you can do is if you have a big 32 millimeter wrench, put some gloves on, get a towel, and I was bracing my foot on this wishbone in the lower control arm over here, and literally like just putting my legs and my back into it. I'm gonna try to get a few more turns on it. You start to barely see the focus a little better. The threads down here, and you want to see maybe 1 or 2 threads and get this gap just a little bit smaller. I don't think it's going to budge much more at all. I think there's going to be a little bit more gap than stock. Hopefully grease doesn't come out of here. I might put a zip tie around this. It's going to work, but it's been a pain in the ass. This is really like you put your back into it and it goes like 1/10 of a turn. So you're going to be here for a while turning this, but just wanted to warn you, you may not want to get the MOOG part. Google it and you'll see other people have the same problem. You may want to get the AC Delco, but I'm stuck with the MOOG. It'll probably be better once it's on anyway. It's the freaking MOOG. So anyway, good luck with those 2 things. They were way harder than I thought they would be. So